Good evening and welcome. I'm News 2's Brendan Clark, and for the last 60 minutes, we heard from Mayor John Tecklenburg and William Cogswell as they get ready for the runoff for the City of Charleston mayor. Certainly a big moment here as we had a 60-minute uninterrupted debate between these two, talking about the issues that really matter to people in Charleston, the voters, the most. And Mayor Tecklenburg, you're the first to join me tonight, and I certainly appreciate that. A great forum to be able to speak. 60 minutes uninterrupted. Your opinion on tonight's debate?
I think it went well. A good dialogue with Mr. Cogswell. I'm very optimistic about our city's future with all the things that we're working on. Performance counts. I've got the experience. I've been serving in the job for 8 years through, whatever comes at us. And particularly, I did want to accentuate a little more on supporting our police department, because since I've been mayor, we've increased their budget every year. We've added training. We've added resources. The city now has a $20 million forensic center out on Bees Ferry Road, West Ashley. We're adding to it already this year a new DNA lab. We'll be the only city in the state that has its own DNA. I tell folks, if you're going to commit a crime, you really ought to consider whether you want to do it in the city of Charleston, because we'll catch you. Our guys are really good. Men and women of the Charleston Police Force are amazing. Under great leadership, we had Chief Luther Reynolds and now Cheeto Walker's at the helm, a terrific guy, and we're supporting them 100%, because at the end of the day, as I mentioned tonight, it's really the #1 job of city government is to keep folks safe.
Yeah. We had time restraints during the forum, during the debate. We don't have them now. You just expanded a little bit. Is there anything else you want to get a point across to maybe talk to the voter here personally?
Yeah, there's been a lot of discussion about the perimeter seawall around the peninsula of Charleston, but I just wanted to share with everybody of those 32 projects underway right now, and by the way, we've completed 20 or so already in the last few years. They're all over the city. We have a $25 million project going on West Ashley in the Forest Acres area, serving about 400 acres. City Council just approved Tuesday night about a $4 million project to complete that project in Shadow Moss, which will take the area that we had purchased, those townhomes that had been flooding over and over, and make that a place, they call it green infrastructure, where you use Mother Nature and create a space for overflow water to gather when there's heavy rainfall. But in the meantime, when it's not heavy rainfall, it'll be designed to have walkways and a playground so it could be utilized as a city park, in addition to having that important function of dealing with stormwater. We're doing the same thing with a project in Barberry Woods neighborhood over on Johns Island. We're acquiring the property right now along Central Park Road in James Island. We're under design and have funded already a big drainage project in South Windermere neighborhood, and also the Doo-Wop area, which is the area out around Citadel Mall. So attention is being given to projects really big and small all throughout the city. It's not just about this one seawall. I know it's gotten a lot of attention, but it's really happening all over.
A lot of undecided voters out there. What makes you their guy?
What makes me their guy is my optimism, my commitment to making Charleston a better place, the way we've helped improve the management of the city, the team that I've put together of great city employees. We have about 1,800 city employees. They're all dedicated public servants. It's my honor to work with my colleagues and provide services to our citizens. Do we have things to work on? Sure, but we're doing that, and we're focused, and it's just amazing the work that's being done right now at the City of Charleston. I'm proud of it.
John Tecklenburg, thank you very much for your time.
God bless.
You too.
Take care.
All right, we're going to bring in now Mr. William Cogswell, the challenger coming up. Of course, election is coming up this Tuesday as he makes his way to us. I appreciate you joining us, Mr. Cogswell. Yeah. Talk about tonight, 60 minutes. We hit on a lot of very important topics. Any topics you maybe wanted to get to that we didn't talk about that you think is very important to the voter out there?
I thought they did a very good job tonight. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of celebrating because this is the last of many forums and debates. So I do think It's been a rewarding campaign. I've learned a lot just by listening to people, other candidates included. And so it's good to be at the end, I will say. There's kind of a sigh of relief. We're really excited about the momentum that we have going into this. Really proud of the campaign that we've run. Really proud of my team. And again, I think it's just been a great experience, and really excited about what we can bring to the city and its future. I just think it's time for my generation to step up. And that's nothing against the older generation, but I think new ideas are always a good thing, and I think I bring a real pragmatic and positive solution-based attitude to our city, and finding common ground to really solve our problems.
Day one, you win. What do you do? What's the most important pressing issue that you think needs to either change or be made better?
I would say that the structure of particularly the C-suite at City Hall, I've said this to people in the past, it's a pretty dated organizational chart, and I don't want that to sound like I'm going to go in and gut all the people that work there. That's not the case at all. I think there's some really incredible people that work for the city of Charleston, but I do think the city structure needs to be modernized for efficiencies, to make it easier on the small businesses, to make it easier on the residents. And so I'm excited to do that. And I think, again, I have some expertise and experience there that I think the city will be well served by.
It's Thursday, of course. The election is Tuesday. A couple days in between there. Besides sleep, what's the biggest thing that you think you need to do the next couple of days to get that undecided voter to vote for you?
Look, I mean, we're getting out, beating the bushes, knocking on doors, trying to talk to the 70% of the voters that want to see a change in our city. We want our voters to show back up, but we also want to go and have spent a lot of time talking to folks that were voting for Peter Shade and Clay Middleton. And yes, we've got actually a lot of, I'd say some people that were on Tecklenburg's team that are coming our way. There's been a real turnoff on the negative. I mean, that happens in these campaigns. I get that. You could tell my blood got up a little bit there. But, that's politics. I appreciate it, but it doesn't have to be that way. And where I kind of draw the line is when things get dishonest. And so for me, I want to keep it positive. I want to keep the momentum going, and we're going to win this thing.
You like your chances?
Yes, we do. We do. Feel really good.
Mr. Cogswell, thank you very much for spending part of time with us.
Thank you.
All right, that concludes our
this way.
exit stage left. Right. That concludes our coverage on CountOn2.com. Of course, your duty, go out and vote next Tuesday. Of course, there is early voting as well. I'm Brendan Clark. Thanks for joining us for this post-debate forum.